Assalamu alaikum and welcome to day 23 of our How to Read Quran series, a program on the Quranology Institute's YouTube channel. Today I will be touching on the concept of natural phenomena in Quran. And for those of you who are familiar with the so-called scientific miracles of Quran, etc., this is not that type of video. I'm not about to show you verses of Quran and say, well, look, this shows that Quran is divine inspiration. That's not why I believe it's divine inspiration. To me, it's divine inspiration because it projects the best philosophy I've ever known, and the source of that philosophy points me to the divine, and that's why I believe in Quran. I don't need any so-called scientific miracles to prove my case. So why does Quran mention natural phenomena very extensively? And I think this is a very vital concept, a very vital fact which you need to digest. Quran mentions tons of natural phenomena. The sun, the moon, rivers, the land, the skies, water, rivers, seas. So why does it mention all these things? How is it important to our religious life? Well, it's important because our religious life is about existence, and we exist in the world, and obviously a big part of the world is nature. Hence, natural phenomena is a major part of revelation. So that's one thing, situating us within nature. So when we walk or when we travel, etc., we need to observe these natural phenomena. Why does Allah point us to them? Because they are part of us. Indeed, according to the theory of evolution, we come from that. So it is in fact our origin. That's one reason. Another reason is by accessing that resonance between us and natural phenomena, we can lock the language of Quran. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, if you read Quran, some people will tell you, oh, actually this is ancient Arabic, it's not modern Arabic, etc., etc. And we will touch on that on a future video, inshallah. But the one thing which we need to realize is that language does not change on a natural phenomena level. Now, what do I mean by this? If you ask native speakers of various languages, what is the significance of the word light? You will see that light has a very positive connotation. In Arabic, light shows that you know something before, whereas before you didn't know. In English, you say enlighten for the very same purpose. Now, two different languages, and yet they have the same function. And guess what? In my native language of Malay, we say pencerahan. Cerah means to make something bright. Pencerahan is to enlighten. You see? So, nature and us have a very strong connection from a linguistic point of view. And this is why Quran uses language uses natural phenomena to lock language. Take, for example, one of my favorite verses, chapter 13, verse 17. It is He who descends water from the sky and makes it flow in various channels according to its measure. And in the same verse, Allah says that this is the parable for Al-Haq, the truth. So, if we think about it, if we look at various channels, we understand that truth is always flowing. It is not static. We also understand there are multiple levels of truth. You see, so there is a reason why natural phenomena is being used. Another chapter you may want to look at is chapter 6, verses 73 to 79, where Ibrahim, he observes the moon, the planet, and the sun rising and setting. Now, people say, well, this is an ancient religion, etc., etc. Quran does not mention this ancient religion. Rather, it wants us to look at the natural phenomenon. The moon, for example, it reflects light, whereas the sun is the source of the light. So Ibrahim was actually looking at various institutions in his society which then reflect light. And this is the same kind of system which the Queen of Saba was subscribing to, because her people were prostrating to the sun to the exclusion of Allah. You see? So through these natural phenomena, Allah is actually teaching us about these systems. And no language can change this, simply because natural phenomena is locked within us. So I'm afraid that's all I have to say about the subject. My throat is rather hoarse, as you can see, due to the fasting. So I hope to return again tomorrow with another topic for you. Thank you very much for viewing this series. Bye.